In this short video, I'd like to present to you just one concept by the author Dale Carnegie and his excellent book with the title How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Hi, my name is Julian and I'm a business owner from Berlin, Germany. At julianmorel.com I help people with proven strategies on how to live rich and meaningful lives. So the concept I'd like to present is that of living in daytight compartments. So what does it mean? Basically, it's an analogy to what you can find on any modern ship, and it has these watertight compartments that are separated from each other by steel walls. So if the ship gets hit by another ship or a torpedo or whatever else, the ship won't sink. If we transfer this concept to our own lives, then living in daytight compartments means that every day is strictly separated from the day before and the day after. So let's say we mess up on any given day, then tomorrow is another chance to make up for it. The problem, however, is that most people don't separate days from each other. Instead, they are anxious about what's going to happen in the future, or they are fretting over something they did yesterday, and that's not a good way to go about life. However, it's not always easy to live by that rule. I know it from my own life and business, where sometimes when I don't work, I think about what a client is thinking, or I'm asking myself, are we really doing everything to guarantee this client the best results? As soon as I think something like that, I try to remember the concept to live in daytight compartments, and it really does help me a lot. Something else that might help you with this is an excellent book with the title The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I won't go into that book in this video. I might make a review about this book sometime in the future. I'm quoting from the book: "Our main business is not to see what lies dimly at a distance, but to do what lies clearly at hand." This greatly inspired Sir William Osier in 1871. He went on to become the most famous physician of his time. He attributes much of his success to living in what he called daytime compartments. Another quote from the book is, "The best possible way to prepare for tomorrow is to concentrate with all your intelligence, all your enthusiasm on doing today's work superbly today." Finally, I'd like to quote a church hymn from the book How to Stop Worrying and Start Living, and it says, "Lead, kindly light, keep thou my feet. I do not ask to see the distance seen. One step enough for me." This quote greatly inspired the New York Times publisher in the Second World War, who was feeling very anxious at the time. If this church hymn helped someone to cope with the uncertainties that a war brings, could you then imagine that this quote is even more powerful in times of peace and prosperity that we are living in right now? Here are some questions we can ask ourselves, and you can also find these questions in the book How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Do I tend to put off living in the present in order to worry about the future? Do I sometimes regret things that happened in the past that are over and done with? Do I get up in the morning determined to seize the day to get the utmost out of these 24 hours? Can I get more out of life by living in daytight compartments? And then finally, my question for you is, do you ever get anxious? And if yes, when is that? Do you see where the concept of living in daytight compartments might help you in your own life? I'm really curious. Please let me know in the comments below.